So this painting ended up being kind of like an unintentional redraw. I started it just because I wanted to just draw something fun, a random dragon for no real reason. I just wanted it to be kind of pretty and enjoyable to do. It turns out a couple years ago I drew this dragon, and that dragon is actually a redraw of this dragon that I drew a couple years before that. And I thought it was really funny that every couple years it seems like I have to draw a purple dragon in a forest or by a pond. So I just thought it was interesting, and it's kind of an unofficial redraw. I think that it is perfect timing for the new year. It just shows that you don't need to be working yourself to the bone to improve your art. Sometimes there are certain kinds of growth that can just happen slowly over time. Obviously, it is very good to be working towards your goals and trying to improve and being more accurate. Even if you feel like you haven't been improving very much, it's always good to look back at your old pieces and just see how far you've come. And also, I really recommend trying a redraw. I've done it a few times now, and I'm always surprised. Even just the little things that I've improved on, like composition or lighting or anatomy. Little things that slowly compound over time, or even the way that I let my brush strokes be visible in my painting. That's my personal style. And you can just see how your style develops over time. It doesn't have to stay stagnant either. I think sometimes as artists we get too stuck on trying to find our style that we don't really realize that it's a shifting thing. You're not gonna just find your style and then that's gonna be it and you know what it is and now you're just gonna draw like that for the rest of your life. Your interests will change. Sometimes I really love the way messy brushstrokes look in a painting. But then other times I'll look at somebody else's art and love how clean and accurate and realistic it is. And then sometimes I'll be like, then I want to add a slight more realism in my art. And then sometimes I want to be more impressionistic. And I think that's okay that you kind of want to be flexible in your art and not always try to put yourself in a box. Yes, that sometimes having some parameters helps you be more creative, but you don't want to be completely in a box. Anyways, this video is not scripted and doesn't really have much of a point, but I just want to wish you all a Happy New Year. I know it's a little late, and thanks for sticking around.